Hey there, happy Tuesday, happy Watch Talk Tuesday night, Watch Talk Tuesday with y'all. I am Bobby Legs, and thank you guys for coming out tonight. Another Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I am joined by my good friends here, Dan, Chaz, and Ra. And we'll start off with Dan. Dan, how are you, my friend? What's going on?
Doing all right. Another hot day.
Oh
Today
yeah.
I'm wearing a watch that I'm in the middle of putting together. It's modding. It started off as one of these like silver
Oh, okay.
all metal, and I'm changing it up. Changed the crystal out already, and
Wow.
then I bought an aftermarket rubber strap, which I don't like, so I'm gonna get an open one.
So have
Nice.
you modded SKXs and Seikos?
No, no.
Okay, okay, because I wonder how much more difficult or is it comparable to modding G-Shocks
I would say
to Seikos?
easier. Easier.
Yeah, I
You don't have
think
to set hands or anything. It's a
yeah,
digital.
I guess that's true. I don't know, for some reason I would be intimidated because I've modded SKXs, right, and
Mhm.
not very well. But I dove in there and I didn't had no fear. But I feel like I would get intimidated modding a G-Shock for
Nah,
some reason.
it's easy.
Yeah,
It's easy.
yeah. All right, well, that's good to know. Uh, Chaz, what's up, man? Long time.
Hey, good to see you, Rob. Good to be back
Yeah.
back with you. I've got
Ooh,
Planet Ocean.
Planet Ocean.
Do it, Wolfie.
Nice.
Do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Planet Ocean,
Um,
boy. That's the flagship
Oh,
right
let me
there.
put you on, let me put you on solo because you got also that strap on there, that new,
yeah, yeah,
which I think, totally. Most of the time I like the watch and then the strap, but the strap I would buy the watch because of that strap. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's so
It's a
cool.
game changer. It's a game
Yeah.
changer. It's one of those things I should have done a long time ago, and I just held off deploying it. Rubbers. It's not cheap, but so much more comfortable. The bracelet's fine. It's just in hot weather, summer,
Yeah.
90% humidity, 9-degree weather. It's just tough. But
Yeah.
this rubber's so nice. So yeah, love it.
Yeah, and that's a heavy hitter. Like that's a
Yeah,
watch you can have forever because it's a
yeah,
Planet Ocean. You could just have that
Yeah.
yeah.
watch forever. It's not like you have something lesser. And then maybe you want to switch up, trade up. It's like you're already at the top of the food chain as
Yeah,
far as
love
a
it.
A-
make is concerned. With the yeah.
Yeah.
And that's got like, and that's your color combination. That's like your favorite. Your orange is right
This
is your favorite color, and
orange and white, man. It's
yeah, Tennessee
go hot.
balls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I can't help it. I was born to those colors, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you wear that watch on game day?
Always. It's a game
Wow.
day watch. Yeah,
Nice.
Nice.
yeah.
Hey Rob, what's going on, man?
Not much. I'm rocking my standard, daily, the JLC Polaris Memovox,
Oh
Oh
yeah.
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 which
Beauty.
a lot of people don't like it because JLC does so many big things. So
Hmm.
when you look at the Polaris line, it's like, yeah, it's just this normal three-hander. But I've fallen so deep in love with that watch that
Yeah.
I've thought about selling everything and just keeping my Aquaterra and my Omega GMT and selling everything else
Wow.
because this watch is always on my wrist.
Yeah.
Even the IWC, which I love to death. I'm like, man, like I'm
That's a
just
little
not
What's
crazy to
it?
happy
talk.
unless I'm wearing
What's the water resistance on that?
200 meters.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried listening to the alarm underwater?
No, and to be honest with you, I haven't messed with the alarm at all. And I've
Oh,
watched all of Tim Masso's videos, and I'm like, hey, okay, well, I got it to work one time, and I'm like, well, I'm not messing with it ever again because this is I can't. It's a lot for me. I'm a very lazy watch guy,
Yeah.
but I love the look of it, and I love the feel of it, and the thickness is perfect for me. And I can't, like I was telling you guys the other week, 2 weeks ago, I was like, I've got that watch. I don't know what's going to come next? What's going to happen?
Yeah.
No idea.
Well, I mean, I'm there's a part of me that's I mean, I have the same almost the same feeling
Yeah, because you're
I
like
have.
that with your sub, right? Because it's
Right.
I would be
Right.
too. It's a no date.
Yeah.
It's a nice watch.
Yeah. I mean, the sub like it just gives me those kind of nice feels. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That
look
you
at it.
get with your, you know.
It's like I don't, I can't even believe I'm going to say this as a watch collector, but I'm happy right now,
Y- Yeah.
and we're never happy.
And no, we're never happy.
But right now, I'm really happy with it. So we'll see what comes down the road. There are some things I'm looking at, and maybe not. But even
Yeah.
if it turns out to be not for the other watches that I want, which is another Breguet, the same Dan's Breguet, not Dan's, but Dan's Breitling Night Mission.
Yeah.
Want that too. But if it doesn't happen, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay because I have the one I really want. So it's
I'm gonna play that some of that nice music.
yeah,
I mean, I hear
it's
this
all
music too.
emotional. You're gonna make me cry.
Yeah. No, I mean that's the way I
It's
feel about myself.
JLC. Oh God.
That's awesome. Dib, nice to see you, man. Glad you could join us. Really appreciate you coming in.
Oh, no problem at all. Happy to be here. Happy to be
Yes.
invited.
Yeah. What do you have on wrist tonight?
I have my latest acquisition, SPB 153
Oh, yeah.
Green Willard
Nice.
Yeah.
on a Barton's Elite
Mm.
silicone band.
Yeah. I heard you talking about this watch. You love the way it feels. Like it fits really well on you, right?
I like it. Probably this is the second time I've had a Willard.
Hmm.
I feel it's a good watch,
Yeah.
especially at the price I got. So
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. All right. Well, let's say hello to the chat before we start playing our game tonight. And hey there, Wilson, how you doing? What's going on? Bill K is here. What is up? Hey, James, thank you for joining us. B Dev is here. BJ is here. What's up, BJ? Marceau is here. Hey, Marceau. Neff is here. How you doing, sir? Brownie's here. Hey, saying hello to everybody. Time Hill is here. Peter C is here. Kevin's here. Keith. Um, Wolfgang, my friend, how you doing? It's good to see you. See you Friday night for sure. Chung is here. How are you? Detroit Spartan, what is going on? Nice for you to join us. Nerio, hey buddy, how are you? Young Excellency is here. How you doing, sir? Wolfie was like a whole subject on Tim Masso's show yesterday. Is that right? Is that right?
Missed that.
Okay, well, I gotta go back and watch it because I still haven't watched yesterday's episode. Um, but that's great to know. Um, there's Colin. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Caliber YQG is here. Junior Johnson is here. How you doing? Hey, Kevin. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us this evening. Wayben is here. Pale Horse is here. How are you? Guys, let us know what you guys are wearing on wrist. Dan should mod his Octo. Oof. I don't know about that. Dan,
No.
what would you even do? Like, what would you even mod it?
If I did anything, I would want to fill in the loom in the hands. The hands are
Mm,
skeletonized, so there's
mm,
space for loom. If
mm,
I
Really?
could trust somebody to loom that for me, I wouldn't mind that.
mm. Okay.
Mm.
AZ Clayton's here. How you doing, buddy? What's going on? Um, let's see. Meznine is here. Kevin S. Is that a Borealis, Chaz? No, no. Planet Ocean. Planet Ocean. Um, Karan is here. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Ken Spear checking in from Pittsburgh. Awesome to see you. Hey, Brendan Nelson is here. Good evening. Good evening to you. He's wearing the Zenith Defy Classic White Ceramic. Very nice. A
Wow.
nice watch.
Yeah, that's a heavy.
Yep. Let's see. PO is criminally underrated. Khan also owns one, and the Creamsicle is maybe the best iteration. That is awesome. That is like when you have like the iteration that some people consider as the best. That's gotta be kind of cool, man.
Hmm.
Yeah. Um,
There are C masters, and then there are C masters. So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
one
that's
of
true.
them.
Oh man. Um, all right, let's see here. Scrolling down, just catching up with everybody. Um, okay. Looks like everybody's going back and forth. I bet Dib never has to call dibs. Huh. Okay. Joey B's here. Dominic is here. James Monroe, what is up? How you doing, sir? And catching up. Looks like Jim T is here. Neff is wearing the Damasco DS 30. Big Riss is wearing the Notice Retrospect 2. Colin wearing that IWC that he has. Beautiful watch.
Yeah, I love that
Uh,
one.
Navy Blue Monsters. He's got his blue Globemaster on tonight. Very
Oh
nice.
yeah.
Nice, nice.
Nice
Yes.
watch. Very nice watch. Um, hey, Watch Six Though is here. How you doing, sir? And AZ Clayton, he's wearing his H. Moser Pioneer and Titanium on bracelet. Oof, that's just a beauty.
Wow.
Yeah,
Killer,
let's get
killer,
that music for you, Clayton.
killer.
It's a really great feeling when you met your match. Match made in heaven. Okay. Um, hey, Sanjay's here. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you, Sanjay, over at the Engineer Wannabe channel. Awesome, awesome channel. Okay, so we do have a little bit of an exercise or a game, if you would. Um, Dib here is loves watches, right? And Dib, not only do you love watches, but like all of us, right? I mean, we like to get good deals on watches, right? We don't want to overpay, right? Nobody really wants to overpay for their watches. So, but Dib, you are almost like the master. Like you're one of the guys. Like if you say, "Hey, this
Yeah.
is a good deal," um, it's really a good deal. Dib, can you tell us a little bit about your watch buying strategy?
I honestly don't have a strategy. Like if I like the watch, I try to find a decent price.
Yeah.
Never go
Okay.
for the lowest price. I'd say sometimes you get bitten by that, but I mean, if you can get a good price on a watch you like, that's the best feeling in the world. At
Okay.
least to me. I mean, even if I like get the watch, I'm like, oh yeah, I got a nice price.
Hey, I agree. It is the best feeling in the world when you've gotten a great deal on a watch for sure. But I feel like when you speak, we listen. So we put together with the help of Dan and Chaz and the rest and Rod, we put together some deals that are out there. And we want to get your opinion. And I know the title is like it's deal or no deal, but this really is more like a rating system. We're gonna do like 1 through 4, 4 being a great deal, and some people use stars, right? Right. We're gonna use sombreros. We're gonna use
Hmm.
sombreros today, right?
Yeah.
And so. Um, now 4 being a really great, awesome deal, and 1 being, not so great. Okay. And please, give us what your input is. And guys, on the chat and here in the panel, we'd love to hear your take on it. The first one I want to bring up, because you brought this up earlier in the week when I was talking to you. It's from a Facebook group that's not going to be mentioned, but there was a deal for a Zenith Chronomaster,
Mm.
uh, 7,500. Now these retail over 10.
Yeah.
Um,
11
yeah.
with the recent price increase.
So Dib, you brought this to our attention, and before you go into why you think this is a deal, in the rating system, how many sombreros would you give this? 4 being the best, 1 being not so good.
I think in the current market, and this was a pre-owned piece. It wasn't brand new. Um, I think I'd give it 3.75 if you where to cut up a
Okay,
sombrero and
okay, we're gonna run down. We're gonna dial it down to three. We're gonna round it down to three. Three sombreros. Three sombreros.
the
Why?
reason is there somebody else posted the same watch for 72.50. So I was
Yeah,
Mm.
gonna I was gonna deduct 25%. But otherwise, it would be four. Like Zenith is hurting. I mean, there are deals to be had, like on the pre-owned market,
yeah.
100%.
I mean, to be fair, I think I saw the one that was for 72.50, and that was a watch that was almost a year old. This one was a little bit less. Was only a few months old, wasn't it? The one for 7,500, or am I wrong?
I don't remember, but
Okay.
honestly, like these new calibers, they're very good. I don't think they're cost certified, but I haven't seen a lot of complaints about it, so they're rock solid. I think like if the watch isn't better, I mean, there have been cases where a watch is 2 months old and like it's beaten up, but this one was a really good, Nick. So,
Yeah.
you know what? Change it to a four. I think, like,
What?
why not?
Oh
Because,
man,
Oh, change it to a four.
oh my God, did you
I
actually get it?
agree.
Oh my God.
I agree.
Uh,
That's a
Wow.
that's a four
Wow.
sombrero right there.
all I need is a mariachi band behind me, and we are golden.
No, you come out here, I'll hook you up, man.
Yeah, no, that's four. Four is a very, very special. Guys, Rod, Chaz, Dan, jump in. What do you think about this? Is this a great deal?
It's a
I
killer
give it
deal.
two sombreros. I give it two sombreros.
Two?
Yeah.
Why? Why? I mean,
If it was
I
brand new,
respect
if
your
it was
opinion. I
brand
just
new,
need to
I
know
would.
why because
If it was
that's a
brand
four
new,
for
I would
me.
rate it higher. If it was brand
Mhm.
new, I would rate it higher. But used, I give it two.
Yeah, and the watch has been out. It hasn't been that long, so
Hmm.
even though it's used, it's like it hasn't been used that much.
Yeah.
Like if I was really interested in one of those watches, I'd jump on that deal immediately. Like immediately. I think it's a great deal.
I
But
think there's room for it to drop even more, though. That's the thing.
yeah, with the way the market is right now,
Yeah.
and this makes this whole exercise really difficult with the way the market is right now because watches aren't selling for what they were. So everything is changing by the day.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could be completely wrong in giving that four sombreros because that could be a $6,500 watch 2 weeks from now,
Yeah.
or a $9,000 watch 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, but the
So
problem is we
what do
cannot
we do?
base the ratings on something in the future. We just have to
Yeah,
like give a rating based on what it is now. I'm pretty sure it's gonna go it down even more, like,
Yeah.
but
you think so? How much do you think it'll go?
I think probably seven would be the floor for this watch.
Okay, because it's a serious
And
piece. I mean, it's a
I
lot of
mean, it's a
technology.
it's a really really nice piece. I mean, like 11
Yeah,
grand. No, I'm not buying it for 11 grand. But
No, I think
7,500.
the
I
floor is
agree.
half price.
Me either.
And this is based on what I paid for my Zenith A384
Mhm.
and what I sold it for. So I know Zeniths are hurting. I mean, I lost a lot of money on it. So it's what
Hmm.
it is.
What a great
Wow.
watch, though, the Chronomaster Sport. I mean, I loved it when it first came out. Like Ross said, it's been out only probably a little over a year. I think it came out in spring of last year.
Mhm.
Great, great looking watch. But it was at a price point that probably would make it unapproachable for me. I probably don't want to go in that high on the Zenith. But if these things get down, that's hard to resist at that price. I mean, that's such a spectacular watch in my book. Just beautiful. Yeah.
Are you a
So I
buyer
mean,
at 5.5?
no, not
No.
right now.
No, I'm
I'm
saying
just
at
right
five and a
now. I'm
half.
just
At 5.5.
5.5.
Yeah.
Oh man, that'd be tough. Probably not, just because I've got a watch coming in next month. But
Mhm.
Mhm.
but if that wasn't the case, 5.5 would make that watch crazy tempting. Half price for a watch like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy. Um, yeah, I
Five
could
and a
see
half.
that
I
be
would.
three or four sombreros.
5.5. I jump on it
Yeah,
just to have it.
I don't think we'll see 5.5.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I don't think we're going to get that low. Maybe given enough time, because I sold my Zenith for 40% of the retail value. But again, like
Mhm.
my Zenith has been out for I don't know 4 or 5 years now, maybe a little bit more. So you never know.
Kevin's saying 5 sombreros for 10.5. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. We'd go extra sombrero. Okay, let's keep it moving. Next watch, this Grand Seiko Spring Drive GMT for 45.38. Dib, what do you
Nah,
think?
th- th- nah.
How, how,
This
how many sombreros? How many sombreros?
I'd give it one.
One.
Mm,
Ooh.
One.
mm,
Yep, I've seen this exact watch for 30 to 50.
Yeah.
mm.
So
Really?
yeah,
Okay.
I'm not even going to touch that for that
Yeah.
price. And Dan knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. All
I
right.
give it zero sombreros.
No sombreros.
Zero sombreros.
Uh,
Zero.
Zero
wow.
sombreros.
Wow. You don't even go into the sombrero store. You just
No.
walk right by it. Okay.
It
I'm
is
not
And the
touching.
somber.
other thing,
It's
and the other
somber.
thing to remember is it's a double logo. So even
Yeah.
though they're kind of cooler because you could not get them here for a period of time, double
Mhm.
logo is not desirable at all. Unless it's like a special edition, or if it's the older version of the snowflake, like iconic models. It all depends.
Right. The SBGA 211, whatever. Yeah, that um I'm on the flip side of where you're at with this because I love the Seiko branded Grand Seikos. And
Mm.
I might be the only person on earth that does.
No, I like
And
them too.
No, that's not true.
No, I
A
like
lot of
them
people
too,
like
but
them.
the sad reality
like
is the
I don't
pricing.
mind the Seiko being on the dial. It doesn't bother me at all. And I think it because you wear that watch out, and if someone sees that, if you know, you know. It's
Yeah.
one of those
Hmm.
things. Doesn't say
Hmm.
Grand Seiko, it says Seiko. So if someone recognizes what it is, then it's
The main
I kind of
problem
like that.
affecting that watch is if you look at Seiko's back catalog, let's say from 2005, you will see so many models with
Yeah,
a double logo, which are so distinctive, and that just looks like a freaking Camry on the road. I mean, it's a Camry. Well,
yeah,
okay, fine.
yeah.
So
No,
that
you're right there. I get it. But yeah, totally.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. No sombreros. Okay. Moving on. Grand Seiko Heritage High Beat 40 millimeter blue for 61.95.
okay. So this is a watch which I have. Um, the main problem with this watch is you cannot get it from an AD. You can only get it from select boutiques all over the world. It's a boutique special. It used to be a Japanese boutique special. Then like other boutiques all over the world started to get it. It's a full retail watch, but that price it's $100 below retail. Why would you pay $100 below retail?
Mm.
I see. I mean, I've
Wow.
seen these watches sell for 58, 57 in good
Hmm.
nick. So that's where
Still
the price would be. Because if you factor in tax, Grand Seiko always keep a $1,000 delta between MSRP plus tax and the actual value of the watch.
Yeah. So, how many sombreros?
Uh, Maybe one.
One sombrero.
Let's throw it upon because I own it too.
Oh, two sombreros.
Because
Okay.
I own it.
Because you own
Beautiful
it.
watch, though, Deb. Beautiful watch.
Fair enough. Fair
Nothing
enough.
against the watch. I mean, I love the watch, and
I love
everybody
this.
knows me. I don't keep watches for long. It's been 7 months. That's a long time.
Amin. Hey, Amin. Good to see you. When Dib starts shaming Toyotas. Oh boy. Colin is a buyer at 3.8. Okay. Wolfgang loves the GS.
I love this
I'd
Um,
watch.
jump in at 5 if I could find it for 5,000. I could see that.
Five. I've seen one. till date sell for five,
Hmm.
but it was one of those rare occasions. First of all, these don't come up for sale that often,
Right.
and it's a very good watch.
Okay. Moving along, and we have a Grand Seiko Sports Collection 60th Anniversary Limited Edition for $3,793. Dib, what say you? How many sombreros?
Uh,
And tell us why.
Probably a two, not more than that,
Hmm.
Hmm.
because I've seen this watch sitting with gray market dealers for as low as 27, even
Mm,
26.
mm.
At the end of the day, I love that case. I have owned a variation of that watch, but people don't like quartz pieces, higher end quartz pieces. So
Right.
price isn't good. It's a little high. It's gonna sit 100%.
Guys, what do you guys think? You're with Dib on this one?
Yeah, it's probably a little high, but a great looking watch, but a little high.
The only
Yeah.
reason I gave it a two is because it's a limited edition watch. That's about it. Otherwise, it should get a one.
Yeah. I noticed that every time that Colin throws out a number where he's buying or would buy a watch, it's always like $100 lower than the lowest one. Like he always has to outlow somebody. Oh,
Well,
no, Con, are you going? Would you 1100? You in at 1100? Now
no,
that Neff's at 1200?
I think Colin is actual dealer in the group. He, like for example, Hodinky has these buyers, who go out and buy watches. Colin is the ideal person. Like he's like, oh man, there's a Grand Seiko. Let's offer him a burger.
Pennies,
Yes,
pennies.
Yeah.
forget pennies. It's a burger, and that too not even like something from Five Guys or Shake Shack. It's like go to
Yeah.
Burger King, dude.
And once you have a Pepsi, it's like everything else is just like, yeah, whatever. Okay, I'm
Right,
gonna
right.
lowball everybody. I've already got a
Yeah,
Pepsi.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly. Must be nice. Kevin, we need more hype watches, Bobby. Need to cater to your core audience. Well, Kevin, we're trying to get right into Dib's wheelhouse. Next iteration of Deal or No Deal with Dib, we'll go through hype watches whenever that may be. Moving on, Doxa.
Ooh.
Now, Dib, you have quite a history with Doxa, don't you?
I've had a few. Let's just say.
I can't see the watch now.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Is
there
that
it
better?
is.
There it is.
Yeah. So you really love Seiko Doxa. Yeah. Yeah.
That's one of my worst photos. I was awake the whole night that day. Anyway,
So 2500. How many sombreros?
I'll give it four. The only,
What?
the only
Really?
reason
Whoa!
the only reason is
Wow.
this is a Rick Murray era Doxa, and do you have a rattlesnake in the house? Like,
It's the four sombrero Morocco, man. All right, go ahead.
oh
I'm sorry.
man,
Go ahead.
I
Sorry.
thought you traveled to Arizona to get one of them. Like New
The
Jersey would be
rattlesnakes.
afraid. Yeah.
Go ahead, Deb. I'm
But
sorry.
I mean, price might be high, but it doesn't matter. You can't get this watch. So somebody, and obviously, a normal person isn't buying a Doxa. So a Doxa fanboy is going to buy this watch. To him, that
Mm,
price doesn't matter. The main point is you don't get these every day. Like
Right.
now,
Right.
I mean, now with the Jenny family taking over, you can buy a Doxa. But previously, it used to be limited runs, 200, 300 watches. And that's the reason why I give it 5 star. Sorry, four.
Four sombreros, please.
Yeah.
Um, Chaz, you're a big Doxa guy or fan.
Yeah, I love Doxa. Love the shocker. Love the orange dial Doxas. But he's right about the 5000T. That was a limited run. They're not in production anymore. So if you can find one out there, I think that's a really strong deal. Plus, This allows you to make an offer, so you maybe get a little knocked off that. So
Oh
I
yeah,
think
very true.
it's a good watch for that price.
Colin saying they can keep the watch then. Nobody cares about the limited Doxa that looks like all other Doxas. Ooh,
Yeah,
Colin had some spicy food tonight. I can tell you that much.
He always brings the heat. I thought Canadians
Yeah,
were supposed to be nice.
yeah,
Collins on here, it's like, bam.
yeah, absolutely. Rod, do you like Doxa? Are you a Doxa fan?
I do, but I only want one Doxa, just one, and that's
Yeah.
the Planet Aware 1200T
oh,
Doxa, the
I
sub
had that one.
1200T. Yeah, the Planet, with the blue dial.
Hmm.
Like, that's the only Doxa I want, and I will never forget that watch. And one day I'm going to have it.
Mm.
Nice.
Yeah, that is the Doxa for me. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Dan,
I'll
thoughts?
let you know if it ever goes on sale. I sold it to my friend of mine. I had the
If
same
he
Okay.
watch.
decides to sell, hit me up, 'cause I'll jump on it, because that is just an amazing watch. It just looks fantastic. Like the layout, everything about it sings to me. So yeah,
You
it's
like
always
you
on
like
the
the Doxa,
list.
Dan?
So I didn't realize this was what it was. I thought it was just a 300. And after hearing
Mm.
Dib talk about it, I was gonna rate it lower, thinking that it was just a 300. But now that I know that it's an older watch that's discontinued, yeah, I agree. For sombreros.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, let's keep it going here. We have a Seiko watch, Grand Seiko Spring Drive SBGE 257 GMT all green for 43.50. Dib, what say you? How many sombreros?
Um, I'd probably give it 3
Oh.
because the reason is you can make an offer.
Mm-hmm.
Number one,
Mm.
you can get it down to 4, maybe even 38. But if you look at the MSRP of the watch versus what it's selling for, I think it's a decent price. I'm not going to say it's a good price because I've seen them for lower. People, for some reason, this is one of the watches which Grand Seiko bought out with, I think, 4 colors: black, blue,
Yeah.
green. Oh, sorry, 3. It just did not gel well with Grand Seiko fanboys.
Speaking of Grand Seiko fanboy, Dan, what do you think about this one?
The watch I love. The
Yeah.
deal I only give it 2 sombreros.
Only 2 sombreros from Dan. Chaz, how many sombreros do you give this one?
I'm probably closer to Dib. I would probably think I could if when they put best offer up there, I think you could probably knock off another 10%. So that would put it down right into three sombrero range. So
3 sombrero territory? Yeah.
yeah, it's a beautiful watch. Beautiful watch. Love Spring Drive. Love Spring Drive Grand Seiko. So
Bro,
yeah.
what do you say?
I would go 2 sombreros as well, because the GMT market is very crowded,
Hmm.
and
Oh, okay.
I would take the Longines GMT over this, which I know is sacrilege. I'm probably going to get
No,
burned at the stake right
No,
now,
it's a
but
good looking watch.
I would take the Longines over this one. So
Yeah.
that GMT market is very heavy, and a lot of them look great. So there's a lot of heavy hitters. This is not at the top of the list. So 2
Yeah.
sombreros. Yeah.
Agreed. Agreed. Okay, keep it moving. Another Grand Seiko Elegance Collection
oh,
SBGK 005 limited edition $7,000. Dib, what say you? How many sombreros?
the sad fact is, I'll give it a 1.
Mm,
What?
mm.
It's okay. So it's limited to, I think, 1,500 pieces, but people struggle to sell that at 6. It just sits there. I mean, just because you're asking 7 doesn't mean it's going to sell at 7. I'm not taking into account the watch being what it is. It's a great watch, but price wise, no, I'd probably pay I don't know, 4. Like,
Wow.
Ouch. That doesn't even
Wow.
get one sombrero.
That
He
yeah, I mean
he he,
you you're just throwing in a sombrero just to be kind.
he just gave a mercy sombrero.
Yeah.
again, I mean,
And that was
nothing against the watch.
that was a mercy.
So this watch, I remember when it first came out, and this was before the market took a nosedive. I think it came out in either, I think, 2020. Uh, I think there were like 4 or 5 I've seen which sold above MSRP or just at that MSRP. Like people asking 9. I'm like, yeah, okay, go ahead. But like after that, it's just been like down, down, down. Like if we are going to see more Grand Seikos after this, Bobby, I think it'll be like a downward curve.
Yeah. Well, we might. You don't know. Colin, that's the dib I know. Scott is if you can find one for 4K, I'll buy it right now, he says.
Mm, mm.
Sanjay with a heavy heart saying, look at how they're massacring my boys.
No, no, again, like these don't come up for sale that often, but what I have seen on at least more, like dealer groups and everywhere, they just sit. Like even at, and I'm not saying 7 grand is a bad price. It's just that this watch takes a certain individual to buy.
Yeah.
That case, it's just, um to me, it's odd. So I don't like that case at all. So
It'd take a non-wearing sombrero wearing individual to buy this watch.
probably, like it has, I think, a Iwate pattern. Kevin, correct
Mhm.
me if I'm
It
wrong.
is blue
Uh,
Awate. Yep.
yeah. So it's a beautiful watch, but again, that case is not hot
Are
at
the
all.
rest of you guys buying into what Dib is saying here?
Yes. Yeah, and
I think the watch is beautiful, but I think he's right on the price. It's just
Mm.
not gonna. Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
Too
I
high.
like it, but I think it's one of their more least interesting dials. Because they've had that whole piece, the peacock dial thing going on,
Hmm. Hmm.
which is half the price of this watch, but is far more interesting to look at. So I think they outpriced themselves here with this one.
Mm.
Like there's no way in the world 7 grand. There's no way. There's no way.
I think the best iteration of this watch is the one Sanjay has. What's it? SBGK003? I don't know.
One burrito, says Tank. Dan, what are you thinking?
I love this watch. I almost bought it like 5 times.
Yeah.
But that deal is trash. I give it 0 sombreros.
0 sombreros. Ay, ay, ay. Kevin S is saying Dib is wrong on this one. Price is pretty decent. These don't sell under 6K. The wind blew off the sombrero on this one. Karan is saying I couldn't sell it at retail. I think I sold it for that price and gave it an extra strap. If he's talking about, wow, yeah.
Yeah, same watch.
Great watch, but the design on the power reserve scale doesn't match the rest of the dial.
Oh, you're crazy. I love this
I like
watch.
I like the power reserve there. I
Yeah.
just love it.
Yeah.
Navy Blue Monster
But
loves it.
it's subjective. I love the
Yeah.
Wati pattern too. I think it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous watch.
Not even a Mercy sombrero from S9. Okay. Okay. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. All right, moving on. Oh, the Grand Seiko Sports Collection 800 Limited SBGX 3339 for $3,987. Dib, how many sombreros?
Uh, I'll strictly look at sale price and what dealers offered. I'd give it 2.
2 sombreros.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen this on Japan auctions for 28, and my buddy Beans, he got one. He traded it into Crown and Caliber. I think they offered him 27, or maybe it was 28, 29. But this was before the market dipped, when everything was going
Yeah.
up, up, up.
Yeah. James is saying this is a great looking Citizen, but a meh Grand Seiko. Colin with the low ball price, 1,200 for a fun vacation watch I wear 5 times a year.
Ooh, that's really low ball.
Amin with one sombrero. What do you
Colin is
guys
on
think?
fire. He's like on a
Yeah,
chariot, like all the like the dead gray dealers, like like the skulls thing, like their face is just there, and he's just riding off into the sunset on the
yeah.
chariot, like lowballing people. Just you know, give it to me for free. Come on.
I got to tell you, like none of these like Grand Seiko divers really do it for me. Um, so I
That's
would
me.
give this, I would give this a non-applicable sombrero, an A, just because, I really don't care. Dan, what do you like? You love this watch, right?
I really like this watch. I give it 0 sombreros because it's
Wow,
$1,000 too expensive.
wow,
Mhm.
holy mackerel! -1 hat, says Joey.
Yep.
Chaz, what say you on this one?
I like the watch too. I like the black and yellow combo. It's I do think it's priced too high, but it's got a best offer. I'm assuming that you could probably get it for quite a bit less. But
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
yeah, I think Dan's pretty close, and Dib's right on it. It's not a great deal.
Ra?
I don't like the look of the watch at all,
Yeah, I'm
but
with you.
for 3,000, let's say if you can get it for 3,000,
Yeah.
and you're in a Grand Seiko for 3 grand. I
Hmm.
mean, does it get any better than that? So,
It does with another Grand Seiko, not that one.
yeah, that the yellow turns me off. But I
Yeah.
would say, hey, 3 grand, you get a Grand Seiko, you're cruising now.
They
I
have
mean,
different
World is
colors. They have
yours.
different colors.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
I've never seen this version before.
Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, we're switching it up here a little bit.
Mm.
IWC Pilots watch Mark 18,
Oh man, I have.
3250.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
what's the condition? Like, what does the description say?
I don't know, Deb. I mean, like, is
Let's
it good?
assume it's about a 88% coppers rating,
Yeah, okay.
just for sake of argument. Um,
Oh, it's a Mark 18. Okay.
yeah, Mark
I'd give it
18.
a, I'd give it a 4.
Mm.
Oh,
That's a
4.
four
lot. That's a lot.
sombreros arriba. Ra, you love this watch, don't you?
Yeah, I have it.
What do
I'll
you
go
think?
get it
You
right
have it.
now. It's right in the next room. But that deal is because when I bought mine, I paid 2,500 for it.
Woo.
So
Wow.
see it at
Mm.
3,250. It's like
Oh, okay.
so. I would give it and it's one of my favorite watches. So I would give it probably 2 sombreros.
Mm.
Okay.
Sombreros,
Okay.
yeah.
Chaz?
Yeah, I think it's a great looking watch. Good entry level IWC pilot watch, and I think you could probably do a little better. It's got a best offer here, so I'm assuming they'll take a little less, but that's getting down where it's very attractive. Very attractive. I would probably, if it were me, I'd probably go three sombreros, but
Yeah.
it's a good looking watch.
Good
Not.
looking.
I think it's going to go down a little bit. I'm with Ra on that.
Dan.
Muy caliente. 4 sombreros.
Oh,
Wow,
caliente, four sombreros.
it's big.
Wow,
It's big.
that's big. Okay. All right. We're getting spicy tonight. Okay. Moving on. Whoa, ho, ho,
Ooh,
ho. IWC Pilot
Mm.
377714 Chronograph Edition Le Petit Prince. $5,150. Dave, how many
good.
sombreros?
It's good.
1.
Mm.
One?
One.
I've seen this sell like verified
What?
sale listings for 3,500.
Oof.
Dealers listed it for 3,750. I mean,
The
I'm not
Petit
talking.
Prince?
I'm not talking eBay. Yes, I've seen that. So and it's a value movement. I'm not paying $5 grand for an IWC with a value.
Wow. Wow. Easy clean. A friend just picked up an IWC 43 millimeter chrono for 3,600. There are better deals
See,
out there.
Clayton speaks the truth.
Yeah. Le petit deal, Kevin says. Uh, BJ, this
Really.
is a 43. I'm pretty sure it's a 43, right?
I think it's 43, that one.
Yeah. Um, KR Joy, good to see you. I'll take that IWC. Nice pushers. Dan, what do you think?
I like this watch. The price, give it one sombrero.
One sombrero. Colin, of course, saying high 3Ks is as high as
Ooh,
he go.
Exactly.
Rob, what do you
100%.
think?
I would give it 4 sombreros. But the problem with this watch is, I'm sorry, I'm
Mm.
talking a lot again.
No,
But
no.
I would not, once you get into that $5,000 range,
Hmm.
you're only $2,000 or $3,000 away from a big pilot. And
Right.
as far as I'm concerned, the big pilot rules all. So,
Okay, gotcha.
like, as soon as I'm looking at that watch, I'm like, hey, you
Mhm.
know what? Let's wait a couple of months and get a big pilot. So
Yeah.
Good
that's
point.
exactly
Fair
what I
enough.
would do.
Chaz, what say you?
Yeah, I think it's a beautiful watch. I like everything about it. I think I'd probably give it two sombreros.
Hmm.
If you could get that thing closer to 4, I think you're up in the four sombrero range.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's a great watch.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
this watch for me is on my short list. Whenever I'm back into buying watches, who knows when that'll be. But it's on my short list, and sure, the lower the better, So um, one sombrero because I want it lower. I want it lower. Okay, let's get going here. Next one here. Another IWC. This is the big pilot. Here we go.
Speaking of the big boy,
Speaking of the big
There it
boy,
is.
was that 6,500 Tib? How
Boy.
many sombreritos do you give it?
Honestly, I don't think I'll give it any sombreros just because I don't have a lot of knowledge, especially on the
oh,
second-hand market. It's a big ass
Oh.
watch. I don't care for big ass watches, so I don't look at it.
Okay, so we'll pass it. We'll go on to Ra since Ra, you have a big pilot, right? So
Oh, no, I have a
oh
Mark
no,
18. I don't have
oh
the big
marketing,
pilot
right, right. But you're a big
yet,
pilot
but
fan.
I will.
What
Yeah.
do you think about this
But
pricing?
this is a great deal because they hover around $8,000, from dealers
Four,
that I'm used to dealing with,
four
so
or
yeah,
three?
4. That's 4.
Four.
That's 4. Yeah, because they hover around 8,000, 8,500. So, and this is coming from like David SW, Crown and Caliber, you know, dealers
Mm-hmm.
I'm used to dealing with. So to see it at that price, I think it's really good. I think
Yeah.
that's a good buy. That's a good buy.
We'll see. We'll see. Wolfie wears. He has got his IWCs. He would know. He says it's a smoking
Mister
deal.
IWC.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Colin, he'd of course. Here we go again. Colin, I'd pay 5,800 if I could wear it.
Colin. Colin's crazy. There's just
Colin
no way
is
he's getting
He's
crazy.
into
not.
that watch for 58. There's no way.
He's not. All you need to do is find a reliable dealer who is sitting on a ton of inventory. I mean, I see the desperation in dealers, like how they word
True.
it. Like
Hmm.
I mean, right now, Carl might be on the spot. His pricing,
Yeah,
you
and with
Yeah.
the
never
way the
know.
market is right now, I think you're spot on there. So that yeah.
Dan, sombreros, numbers. What are we talking here?
I love this watch.
Hmm.
The price looks pretty good to me. I would give it 4 sombreros.
Oh, back to
Mm,
back four sombreros coming from the 2 and 3 hitter tonight. Okay, Chaz, batting cleanup.
I'm gonna
What do you
have to go
think?
3 sombreros. The big pilot
Ooh.
is. It's hard for me not to go 4 after Wolfie says it's a great deal because he's Mister IWC. But I'm gonna go 3. I think you could probably. I don't look if you get a big pilot for 6,000. I mean
Hmm.
that's
Mm-hmm.
that watch retails over 10, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about if the condition is good,
Hmm.
that's close to being 4, but I'm going to give it a strong 3.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, moving on. Another IWC pilot, 43 millimeter chronograph, day-date steel automatic, 4890. Dib, I think I know what your answer is going to be on this one.
I mean, I'd probably give it a 3. Yeah, like if I'm being generous. Again, like I have seen this, and that's a value of the 60-minute counter. Sorry, the 60-second counter is at the 9 o'clock position. So I'm not going to pay 48.90. To me, and I like a Navi timer a lot,
Yeah.
far more than the IWC. If
Right.
it's a value and it's a Breitling, I'm not paying over 4,200 at best, and that principle applies for the IWC too.
So then this is more than like a two sombrero then, Dib. Do you want to
Okay,
amend
make
your?
it two. Make it two.
Okay, let's make it two. Officially, two sombreros. Dan, how many sombreros?
2.
Two. Chaz, sombreros.
I go 1.
One.
I've seen these. I've seen these. You know, I don't know these as well as some of the IWC guys, but I've seen some like this a little bit lower. But this has best offer, so I'm guessing you could save 10% right off the bat. So, you take that down closer to 4, I think it becomes 3.
Okay, Daryl giving two pretzels, zero sombreros from Clayton, saying that it can be had for 3,500. Two donuts from Wilson. Ra, what do you
I
think?
would go. I would go 2 sombreros only because there are a lot of chronographs that I just like a lot more. And Dib mentioned one of them, the Navitimer. And I want to get into another Brigade Type 21.
Hmm.
Like it's just not high up on the list. This one, so for that I would not even entertain uh, it at that price. So even if it was $1,000 less,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would not even look at it.
fair
Okay.
enough.
Fair enough. Moving on. Okay, here we go. We got a
Oh,
Creedor here.
mm,
Tax included, 1811.
mm.
What do you think, Deb?
I just don't know enough about it to comment, but it's a
Oh,
corridor. If it has a very, I don't even know what movement it has. So you know what, I'm out.
High
I can't
accuracy
say.
quartz. High accuracy quartz.
I'd I'd probably give it a 2. The reason is how many people are actually interested in this case. So at 1800, how many people are actually willing to buy it? So I just don't know enough about the watch.
Kevin says looks like a mall watch. Dan, you like Creedor. What do you
Hmm.
think?
I like this one a lot. This one has the sunburst dial like my Godzilla, except this one's blue instead of red.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I like it. Um, yeah, I give it 4 sombreros.
Ooh, wow.
Yep.
Mm.
Four sombreros.
Hmm.
Chaz.
I don't know enough about Creedor. I know there's some amazing watches, and I've
Mm-hmm.
I've not seen them up close, so I don't know. And I'm not informed enough to even make a guess. So I would go with Dan on this because he knows a lot more about that than I do. So I would kind of follow his lead.
Okay, all right. Laying up before the green. I gotcha.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Ra, what do you think?
I would go 3 sombreros here
Ooh.
because even though the dial isn't that exciting, what you're getting for the money is
Mm,
exciting.
mm.
So it's one of those watches where you wear it and it's for you. It's for you. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, 3. I'd wear that watch definitely.
1,811, Daryl. That's how much it is going for. Okay, and finally, Dib, a Prada money clip, $525.
What? You can
How
get a
many?
bunch of them from Walmart for like $2.
Dude,
Not
I'm a
even
school
bad.
Prada.
teacher. I'll mail you as many
But
paper clips as
it
you
won't
want.
it won't be Prada though. It won't be Prada. Come on.
Okay, fine. Where is the Prada logo there?
It's
It's
on the paperclip.
yeah, it's
I
right.
mean, I'd need a microscope to see that. Yeah,
See,
yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
my eyes are not that great. Oh Lord, that's like a. Oh, I can't say what I'm thinking out loud without being
six
cancelled.
six chocolate frosted donuts from Wilson.
Yeah.
Um,
How? I mean, what? I mean, the audacity of them charging. How much is it? 550 for that?
Yeah.
It,
525.
Dib, that's not even the worst part. They're sold out.
what? What socialite thought, or like, sorry, I can't make assumptions. What individual thought that it's a great idea to get a Prada money clip? Like, oh my lord! Like,
Well, you know what they say, Prada, 'cause you gotta.
Is that what they say?
I
That's
don't
what
know.
somebody. I heard
I've
somebody
never
say
heard
that
that.
once. I heard somebody say
Really,
that
I've
once.
never heard that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's got to come with Kate Moss if you want me to pay that much for it. Jesus Christ. No way.
It's better to buy Prada branded toilet paper. At least you get to see that when you're like doing your business. You can't even see Prada there.
Well, I think it's a money clip, so it's not like the size of a regular um, paper clip, right? It's going to be a little bit bigger, I think, right? That's my guess. I'm trying to be optimistic here. I'm trying to think
Okay,
of a
so let's be optimistic for once.
yeah.
That money clip is for somebody who can barely afford to pay his credit cards but need to flaunt in front of his friends that, you know what, I have a Prada money clip, dear. Oh, cool
Mhm.
story, bro. F off.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Nobody rich is going to show off with a Prada money clip. I get, wearing Prada products, but not a money clip. Yeah, that's the sort of thing where, like for me, like I'm going to take me as an example. I go, like to one of the fancy boutiques in New York City, and I'm like, you know what? I want to buy a Hermes. What's the cheapest thing I can buy?
Mm,
Ah, there's a tag. I can buy that for $5. I have a Hermes tag. That's about it. It's just you know taking a chance at the market, and like they know there are people stupid enough to buy it. Like and again, like somebody who can actually afford and maintain a lifestyle which has the word Prada in it. What are they gonna need a money clip for? Who keeps cash? Uh, I think.
Wait a
Am I the
sec.
only one here?
I was just giving you
No,
the. I was just
no.
giving you Div. I was
Oh.
just giving you the court. I was just giving you.
Again, like this is the thing that rubs me the wrong way. I mean, come on, like it's just my God. I don't know. It's just like somebody in the background or somebody at the Prada office. They're like, how do we take the Mickey out of our customers? You know
Yeah.
what? Let's do a money clip. Because some poor sod who thinks that individual will look cool with that money clip is going to buy that, and we're going to. That's probably how much did it cost to me? 15 cents at a Chinese sweatshop, or an Indian one, or a Bangladeshi one. Take your pick. And selling it for I don't know 550. Come on, there's a limit.
Yeah.
That's like going that's like going to a Breitling boutique. And the sales guy is like, oh, you know what? This is very limited. The Super Ocean. Oh my God, it's flying off the shelves. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to lose 3 grand. You'll be happy with those customers, not me. But anyhow, that really riles me up.
Yeah.
Love it. Would you be in on that at $30, Dib?
A
Would you get
paperclip?
a Prada money clip that looks like a paper clip, but it's
No,
Prada? And
no.
remember, Devil Wears Prada is one of your favorite movies.
Again, I mean, yes, It, okay, I can't say no to Meryl Streep, so let's leave the Devil Wears Prada. But like it's just that. Come on, oh my God, no, I can't do it.
Are
Like,
you a big Meryl Streep fan?
yes, I like her.
I think that's low key hard crushing on Meryl Streep.
Let's
think
just say this: if I see her face to face, I'll have one of those fan moments, And I'm not somebody, like who's like, "Oh my God," like I'm not that. But with Meryl Streep, I think I'd probably have a meltdown.
yeah.
She's timeless.
Yeah,
Yeah, indeed.
sure is.
I don't have
Well,
a fetish. Sorry, Kevin says I have a Meryl Streep fetish. No, what? Oh my Lord.
anything else, Dib?
No, I think uh, I think I'm good.
Well, chat, thank you so much for chiming in tonight and joining us. Dan, Chaz, Ra, Dib, thank you so much again for coming on tonight and playing along with us here. And I will like to just say good night to everybody and leave you guys with Seiko Doxa. Seiko Doxa. Good night.